I'm on my own, broken alone. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm gonna do this makeup look for you guys. I just kind of played with makeup. I got a new palette and I was really excited about it, and this is the look I came up with. It's like a really cool tone, a gunmetal look, but a little warm in the crease. This shade, oh, all over the lid is beautiful. It's so shimmery and gunmetal-y, and I just love it. I'm totally feeling it. If you guys want to see how I did this, keep on watching. My skin is all prepped. I moisturized, I put some eye cream on, and I'm ready to go. I'm gonna just cocktail a few different foundations together. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because at the moment I'm running out of a few foundations kind of at the same time. I typically kind of like to cocktail foundations anyways. Oh my gosh. That was the palette, it just fell. Oh, thank goodness. It just cracked a little tiny bit right there. Oh, I was gonna cry right now because this is a brand new palette. I am gonna go ahead and just put on a little bit and then kind of blend it out, and then add just a small bit more wherever necessary. I want to try to keep the skin as like light as I possibly can because our eyes are gonna be popping. My skin looks awfully dry, I don't know why. Okay, we are gonna do the eyes and I'm so excited. We'll come back to the face later. We're gonna go in with this palette, the one that I just dropped and almost broke, the Smoky Soirée by Dose of Colors. This palette is so beautiful. Look at all these tones. Oh my goodness. This one right here is why I got this, because I don't have a color like this in my collection. I actually think I'm going to go in with the Baked Browns palette as well. This is also by Dose of Colors and it has some really nice matte tones in it. It's all matte. I think I'm going to use this color right here as a transition. Sorry for how dirty this is. This palette, as you can see, doesn't have a transitional tone. Like, this brown is a little bit too dark for me to just go into, and I don't really want to use this because it's a little bit reddish. I want to keep it a little bit more warm, so that's why this palette's coming in hand. I love these eyeshadows, by the way. They blend so beautifully, but they do have a lot of kickback. When I tap into it, you can see how much kickback you get. Although they are very powdery, I find that they blend so beautifully and they build up so well that it doesn't bother me at all. Like, I don't care if it's a powdery formula as long as it's working for me and doing what it gotta do. You know, some eyeshadows sometimes, like, you'll be applying them and they just will not build no matter how much. Usually it's like really cheap eyeshadows that do that, like drugstore eyeshadows. It's like impossible to build it because they're so powdery and there's not enough pigment in them, that the more you build, the more you just wipe the color away, or it just becomes like this gray mess because the pigment isn't there. You definitely do not get that with these. They're so buildable and blendable. They're absolutely a gorgeous formula. Go through and hit pan a lot faster because they are so powdery. I could say that that's like literally the only downside to it. Everything else is just like perfection. By the way, I am using the Fenty primer. This is the primer I've been using lately, which I've been really enjoying. But I did notice that if you put too much of this, your eyeshadow will actually crease. Like, it'll literally do the opposite effect, because that purple look that I did, I definitely put too much of this primer on and it literally creased like crazy by the end of the day, and I never had that issue before. Like, I've been using this for a while now. You don't want to use too much of this or else it's going to do the opposite. But if you use the right amount, then it is amazing. Like, it'll really help your eyeshadows stick really well. I'm using that transitional color that I tapped into earlier, and I'm just gonna go into my crease with it. And I'm actually gonna keep it pretty light, but I do want to define my crease and just kind of like open up my eye a little bit. I'm dipping into this dark brown, placing it right along my lash line, all the way in from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner. I'm gonna take like a little fluffy brush like this, and I'm just gonna blend along because I don't want it to be like a harsh line. I kind of just want it to be a little bit more smudgy, smoky. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. It's okay if it gets a little messy. We will clean it up. Same brown, I'm just gonna put a little of that on the bottom here, all the way from like the inner to the outer corner, making it real smoky. Smoke out the bottom shadow here. It's gonna look crazy for a while because until I put concealer under there and lighten my under eye area, this will not come together. I'm gonna add a little bit more right along the lash line, like really tightly, and this time I'm not going to be blending it out. I'm going to leave it because this will just enhance my lashes. Oh, I have a little eyelash. Gotta make a wish. Just going to use my finger, and I went into it all the way, and I'm just going to press that over top. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is so beautiful. How can a person be so clumsy? Like, I don't understand. Sometimes I shock myself, but I ended up dropping it again, and so I did end up putting alcohol in it. Just a little tip, it molds it and actually it doesn't mess with the formula, and that's what I've done to all my eyeshadows that I've broken. Haven't broken actually that many, but this was just brand new, you know, that's why it's like extra sad for me. Wipe under here. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this peachy brightener. This is so liquidy, it's literally like water, but I absolutely love this formula because it's so thin. It just lays so good under the eyes. Look how much it brightens. It like really brightens so nicely, and it's such a cheap product, you guys. Essie is so good. Like, Essie has some of my all-time favorite products. They're so like underrated, I feel like, but they're so amazing. Very affordable, cheap, but such good quality stuff. Elf concealer. This is like a really bright one, light sand. I don't know, I hope it's not going to be too bright. But I'm just going to put a little under my eye, a little down the bridge, a little here, and a little there. Alright, nothing a little bronzer can't fix. It actually, I think it looks fine. Lighting is everything. Like in pictures and videos, it's everything, and I don't have the greatest lighting. I just use a ring light and then just like the light in my room, and sometimes it's just, a lot of the time it's so off. I think natural light is definitely the best, like being in front of a window. That's like when you get the truest colors. But I mean, if artificial lighting is done right, so amazing. It's like way better than anything. It's so good. I dipped my brush back into that original transition shade that we used in the crease, and I'm just gonna really lightly go under my eye with it and just blend it. And I'm gonna use brown pencil in my waterline. It's by a brand that I don't know, and like the label came off, but I'll put something similar in the down bar below for you guys. This really makes any eye color pop because it's so warm and like chocolatey. I feel like it makes blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes just pop. So good. Yeah, I'm gonna curl my lashes and I'm gonna put on an abundance of mascara. I'm gonna be using these two, Laura Geller and my all-time favorite, Falsies. Mixing two formulas is like something else. If you've never mixed two different mascaras, you're literally missing out. Somehow they collide and make the most beautiful lashes come out of it, you guys. I'm telling you. We're getting there. I'm gonna go in with Ofra. This is the banana powder, and I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit under my eyeballs so that things don't transfer. And I'll just sweep whatever's left sort of around my nose. Here, here. Not much really, because my skin is so dry that I don't need powder anywhere. I have no idea actually if this bronzer is even available still or not, but this is by the Body Shop and I really love this color. Put a little tiny bit of bronzer, not really contouring, just gonna add like a little tiny bit of color to the face, bring back a little dimension because I look so pale. I'm just going on the sides of my nose with the same brush, just like not contouring but bronzing a little bit so that it has some color on it and it's not just like this white nose in the center of my face. Blush, I'm gonna go in with a classic Milani Luminoso. I love this blush. It is so beautiful. Ooh, look at that. So pretty. Going in with highlighter. This is nothing new. Classic. Down the bridge on the forehead. I'm gonna like load up on highlights today because I just feel like it. I almost forgot. Right here on the brow bone. Very necessary. I feel like this really ties everything in. Like, look at that. See that highlight? This one, it just looks like incomplete, right? Compared to this side. Oh my goodness, I gotta do my eyebrows.
Tell me why this one eyelash is sticking down. Ain't nothing but an eyelash. Am I gonna pull it out or... Oh, I'm scared. That's a long one.
Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna curl my lashes real quick. I clean the lash curler. It holds them so much better and so much longer if you do it before and after mascara. But the key is to always have a really clean curler. Huh? Uh-huh. You probably didn't know your lashes were that long. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out. It's definitely not a cute day for me today. Do you guys have those? Do you guys have those days where you're just not feeling yourself and you don't feel cute? Even you do your makeup, you do your hair, you do all of it and you still don't feel cute? That is the kind of day I'm having today. I thought I was gonna do my makeup and I was gonna be feeling myself, but nope, still not feeling myself. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Wait a second, I gotta go back in to the pencil and reapply it. I always like to do this. I wait until I'm done with my makeup and I reapply it. It really stays so much longer on my waterline if I double apply it. Spray, sponge. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Ooh, it's my favorite part, especially because my skin is so dry at the moment. this just really will help everything look so much better. Really quickly, just gonna run a little brow gel through my brows. Could you guys believe these are heatless curls and these are second day? Could you believe this? So love. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish off my lips. I'm gonna do this little lipstick concoction right here. And that's it, I'm all done. And my camera totally died, but that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.